So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Redstone Quarry podcast, episode 50 today, which is going to be a partially festive, I don't know,
Yay!
partying episode.
Yay!
Now Niels makes a math reference.
Hmm? Ah, no.
Yeah, normally you do, but not today apparently. So, well, it's going to be partially festive, partially special because Minecraft is for years, and that's about it. Because we didn't bother to prepare anything special, so there will not be any Creative Commons
Wout is
review.
working really hard on preparing something. But
Uh,
it's not yet.
yeah, but
done
it's
in
also
time
not
yet.
it's also not
Not yet
TRQ
done.
related. I've been working this week on
Episode 50,
on
that's
a
like
project.
almost 100.
I've been working on a
Yeah,
project
we're
this weekend,
close.
which you guys will probably like to a minor extent,
We're
but it's not
closer
TRQ.
to 100 than to 0.
How
we
We are
Depends
at
on how
equal
you count.
distance.
I would wait another episode before we say that. Oh well.
Okay. So,
Well, anyway.
follow up?
Yeah, let's start. TRQ 49, Battle of Bug Reports.
We kind of posted a lot of comments again. So
Yes,
the
but I
first
think
one
there's one
is
thing we need to
background
comment on
footage.
first.
Ignoring stuff just fine, but no AFK and RM farming, please.
Hmm?
Sorry, we were short on the background footage, and Niels crafted some in an emergency. Actually, we were like one day late.
Yeah,
for the
I thought
podcast and such.
I had enough, and then we had a short episode, so I didn't use a lot of it. Oh, we still have enough. Ooh, half an hour short. Ooh, only half an hour of time. Just AFK this, and then I will go do something else. So yeah, what I did.
Okay.
But I hope you enjoyed the background footage from this week.
In other news, I have to congratulate Niels on the title. I think he knows why.
Oh yeah,
Niels,
yeah.
title is very good compared to usual. Oh well. Okay, let's continue. So
Thanks.
yes, other stuff we also did. What's so funny? Other
I
stuff.
cannot find the word title in the comments.
Yes.
What?
Well, we can still blame White because he doesn't talk enough. I don't get that yet. Like, if you want me to talk today, this week, I
Yeah,
worked
made
on
the blame
this,
bout.
and I also worked on my AI assignment almost all Thursday, as well as some other stuff
How
on
about we
Thursday.
talk about
And I had
stuff we
to
care about?
cycle to campus at 4 a.m. That was nice. Just kidding. No, about the nice part, but. Yeah, that's like me talking, and let me talk some more about my other stories. Like today, I ate like mashed potatoes amongst other
Right.
things.
Let me turn up the sound pack and then move Wout out. Good
Okay.
idea? Okay.
So yeah, now I've talked some more. Are you happy? We'll see in the next episode, I guess. Okay, now you guys can talk again. Go AFK.
Jerry, the piston bolt normally works. It's just that sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know.
Always except sometimes. I think you should just.
And sometimes it's the
It
case where
works
someone else fucked with
95%
it.
of the times.
Like
Sometimes it
works
doesn't work, but then sometimes it does actually.
60% of the time it works all the time.
No, it works 100% of the time except for 40%.
It works all the time
Okay,
until it doesn't.
We are not going to read that 71 comment chain.
I think it was like more of a
Why didn't you guys do
conversation or
this
something.
again? 69 comments.
They don't have like Skype or something, so they just
Okay.
message each other there.
Great.
But something else, Vincent Helvins wrote a comment where he talks about features and stuff that happens or changes in 1.9 and why he thinks it's a cool idea to update. For example, redstone blocks powering surrounding blocks. It's like changed again, but whatever. Lytra instant piston retraction is gonna break a lot of piston creations probably. TNT tubing mending to get unlimited durability on tools, minimum of 10 emeralds per book, just to make sure villager trading isn't broken enough.
Yeah, like I don't think they're really trying to make like technical Minecraft hard. They just don't look into it anymore.
New farmable purple blocks, light source, and end bricks. New crop. No one cares about beetroots. Anyone ever notice beetroots?
Like, is there actually anything useful think
But you
to
can
them,
make
like,
soup with them.
It's just
Soup
like
is also not useful. It's the same as eating 6 of them without the bowl.
yeah.
The annoyance
just
of needing
kind of
blaze powder for brewing, dragon's breath
trips.
breaking conventional brewing system as one will leave a bottle behind that you can't get rid of using hoppers. Mobs not spawning on pressure plates, breaking a lot of mob farms. Conventional test elevators are broken. Random ticks now occurring in an offset circle around the player. Offset 0, 0.
That's weird.
Okay, I don't get why you didn't edit the original comment though.
Basically, it's stuff that just happens in 1.9. Changes.
Well, luckily we don't have the
so on.
redstone blocks anymore, but we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah,
And,
we don't
yeah,
like that
like-
much either, but we'll guess everyone has to see for themselves.
I think the one thing that he forgot to mention are translocators, but
Sounds like a great update.
Oh, yeah, translocators.
Totally.
Well, translocators seem kind of cool. I don't know, maybe they're a bit too fast. Like piston balls, maybe are
bit
more
too
legit in theory of
fast. You
doing
can never
this.
go too fast.
Well,
From what
you
what
can
I heard
just get teleporters,
with
I
the
guess.
from what I heard with the newer snapshots, they got less reliable, which is not that cool. But yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I've seeing lots of bugs which are broken in the snapshots and haven't been fixed yet.
And just because like we're on stuff that changes, apparently also the obsidian platform, the entrance platform will change in a way where it will only regenerate when a player enters
Oh, really?
instead of like any entity or anything.
Obsidian farms!
Yeah, it's like
On the
Sand
plus part, we can
farms.
actually make sand farms a lot faster, probably. But actually, I like this setup more, where you can do both slower and also like speaking of speed and sand farms, that topic will we will come back to that topic later on due to a video this week and some other stuff.
Okay, Banana Popper commented, will anyone join conspiracy servers in contingency shutdown? Well, we now are independent, we pay for our own hosting, and we have no relation to contingency or the people that run it.
Except for your name,
not
which will be
Yeah, well,
forever
changing
be.
a name that's too much work, you know.
Also, now you can say, "Oh, Jill
also,
came up with our name." We like didn't ask him, but he did come up with it.
well, on the other hand, contingency for the longest time was really inactive. There were like no one on, or like maybe one person.
Yeah, well,
and
there were lots of people on TeamSpeak, but like a lot of
yeah,
them
but like
just
they were
weren't
all
interested
playing
in
different
Minecraft
games,
anymore.
and not a lot of Minecraft
It was in the
anymore.
ARC channel or in the I don't know what channel.
Just
So
go on
far,
Arc,
we
we're like
didn't
big
get
games.
like a request to join our server from any of them. I think not that I know of. So
So then he commented, anyone would switch to our server since contingency goes in a conspiracy was the junior server of contingency. Well, junior,
Can you repeat?
I don't really think that it was junior of contingency, since we were like more advanced in our map than contingency. Like
It
for a
started out
very
as
long
a
time.
just as a kind of as a side thing.
A
Later
spin-off to the
Yeah,
streaming.
a spin-off.
well,
Let's put
basically,
him over to the streaming
it was the
audience.
server that Vibe set up for all the people that hang out in his stream and don't have a proper server to play on. That's how it started,
Like
basically.
servers without end portals that function, or without nether portals that
Or without
function.
spawn chunks.
That's where Niels came from.
Like on a real old server,
Yeah.
I built the Iron Trench with a friend, and I didn't get why it like produced very fast, but then it stopped. As in, I never got from a video. I'm not sure if Tango explained, but I never got that you actually had to keep the thing loaded all the time.
Good job.
And other people
Yeah.
that came from servers where you get banned from
Building an iron farm.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah, like sometimes I vlog onto servers and they're like no farming or grinding. Like they think it's unfair. Like if you
Why,
guys
if
have
you
fun
put
with that's
work
fine,
into
but
it?
like I'm not gonna be active on here.
Like, if you put the work into it,
They
why
are
shouldn't you
aligned
get
with
something out of
Noyan.
it? Like,
I don't know because they just don't think you should get it the other way. They just like it more that way. Like that's their opinion. I can live with that, but like it's like almost an instant turn off for me.
almost an instant. It's just an instant.
Well, I played on there
almost
for a bit,
never?
but like not with the intention of like being active. I just wanted to see the community for a bit.
Like,
It's like a
almost
public
never is
server.
also a really interesting concept. Another comment from Roby, Toby. It's officially proof that nobody reads launcher news. Bad TRQ.
The what news? The
Launcher
news on
news.
launcher. Well, I don't Like
Yeah,
when
really
it's
no
Minecraft
one
related,
knows.
we usually discuss because it's like Mojang, like snapshot, but actually that's in the launcher. I don't know. It's like
Well, I don't
something
even
new for
use the
iOS,
Minecraft
something
launcher,
new for
so
like I don't know. I don't think that's important to me anyway. Like, let's check what's in the launcher right now. I can launch the launcher.
I don't use launcher.
Oh, okay, I do actually.
Well,
Minecraft
you
Realm
can also go to
Survey.
Minecraft.tumblr or something like that.
what?
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but Minecraft 1.8 and then Minecraft Realm Survey. I have to say, maybe we should have discussed the Realm Survey, but like, there's not too much news here.
Realms. Who cares?
Like, get Minecraft Windows 10 for free.
Realms is really cool, you know.
Oh, well. I don't know if
Yeah,
you want to
if
use it. Like, it's
you-
easier
Eh,
to set up, I guess. Like,
yes.
they give you a server right away, but it's more expensive as far as I know.
You could literally buy a server from any one of the Minecraft hosting companies, and it's super easy. Also,
Yeah, I have to say, like, I never had experience with server hosting, but Reflex actually kind of went alright. Like, Niels had to teach, had to explain to me about, do you know what FileZilla is? I was like, I've heard of it. Oh well.
and what enemy?
Do you guys remember last time when we talked about the mending books and farms? For example, where you use tools like shears or what was the other one? Shovel for the snow farm, but where you would just build an extra XP farm so you can like infinitely use that one. Apparently, people use it for AFK fish farms because yeah, you get enough XP from fishing as well to reliably repair your fishing rod. So that's something really cool I haven't thought of before. Because, yeah.
So infinite fishing,
Yeah, basically.
without fishing rods, fishing rods. Okay. So, and to close, follow up the best comment by our lovely 1080 : closing bracket.
Yeah, that's it's a very open comment, you could say.
Yes.
Both the bracket
It's
and
like
the
art. It's like
interpretation.
super simple, but it has deep meanings in it.
Yes, it's like so deep that it's heartwarming.
He
Or
posted
it's
that
like
on.
creating a program
posted
which is
his-
seriously called one letter. I will kill you, R. And again, C is also one letter, and but that's just so famous that you can actually look it up.
Mojang released 15W47A with the change going as follow.
Also
Fixed
C.
a lot of bugs, and that's like lined and removed, solved a lot of issues. Better support for the transparency in skins. Rebutted a change to redstone block that caused some issues with redstone contraption in the previous snapshot. Some issues, Mojang? Some? Prepare
Yes.
the game for
No
the upcoming
issues.
holidays. Change something in the bacon block. Balancing tweaks.
The bacon block, it's actually a thing. No,
Beacon.
right?
No, it
Oh.
says bacon
Yes.
in the list actually.
That's why it
It
has like
actually says
bacon on top of
bacon.
a beacon.
Yes. That's like next level Mojang humor.
Look how funny it is. Oh well. It's
a
funny
joke.
by basically making us laugh at it. Like we laughed, and that's the humor. And it's kind of smart. Also
It's
balance.
humor.
They also balance tweaks. Like I have something to say, Mojang. Like I'm not sure if people, like not a lot of people check our descriptions probably, but like at the top I have this little part where I like try to write a brief summary of the podcast with and mention a couple of topics which were discussed. And like every time I just sit there and I think, what am I gonna write this time? How am I gonna be original? Because it's so not important who even reads it. Like if you read it, you can read the notes. So basically, just take a couple of things from the notes and put it in a nice sentence form, and you can read it
Yes,
at the top of the
exactly.
podcast. And like I even go to the effort of doing that. That's also weekly. Mojang is like, well, no one reads like the actual change log, which
And
mentions the changes.
and Mojang gets paid for it, you know.
Yeah, every
that's
week I
like
try to come up with new conjunctions to make it a bit more interesting, and they just like, we're gonna use an actual list to make it even easier on ourselves. Well, actually, I don't mind. I'm using a list; it's easier to read for us as well. Oh well.
Yeah, but you don't put stuff, the typical Mojang stuff in it.
Okay, so that's the snapshot. So basically, had some bugs were reverted. Yay! Anything else? Oh yeah. Also, but I think they do now actually deactivate comparators from like the site. You know, like like any other input.
One
Actually-
interesting bug that I saw in the list that they fixed in that snapshot, which I wasn't aware of, is armor stand duplication.
We could
And-
duplicate armor stands, the most useful entity in the game if you are
Of course, yes.
command blocker.
Or not.
Yeah, but if you use command blocks, you can spawn a minion or
You can
Yeah.
also like
craft them.
Wait, you can do that? I always place them.
Yes, you
Like,
can do that. It's
so-
really
Yes,
easy.
I like every time I'm creative, I just like spawn like in a
Guys, do you
natural
wanna know
world,
how
and
it
I cut
works?
trees and I do all that stuff to get my armor stands. Oh well.
What works?
since armor stands are so expensive, you can easily duplicate them by breaking them very, very fast. If you just like click 3 times, you get 3 armor stands. It's that simple. It's so stupid.
Okay.
Question: if you put
Um,
an iron helmet on it, do you get 2 iron helmets as well?
I don't know. Try.
We will.
Try
I
it.
will check that right now. I'm a reflex. I can check it before you guys, huh?
Void is
okay.
duping on reflex.
Well, I will also remove it. I've already duped items on you, but
Yeah.
that was unintentionally. 'cause of
But
the-
just spawn one in with summon, because you can do that from reflex easily. And
you
then
guys
just
actually gonna kill me
duplicate
if you find out what I did this week. But it was not with on my own. I actually asked Maki about it before doing it because I wasn't entirely sure if I should.
it. And what is it?
Basically, I logged out with a bunch of items.
And
And
them
like
all.
a couple of hours later, I logged in, and 5 minutes later, I had the same items without changing anything in the world.
I saw it.
What? Now, what actually happened
Ah.
is that a reset, the rollback happened, and I was like, screw it. I lost like stacks of redstone, and I don't have that much of it. So, and I asked Maki, like, do you think I should like try to revert my inventory back to the way it was? And he was like, sure, go ahead.
Question:
But then I threw
why
away the
the
stuff I
heck?
gained and got
Why would it
matter if
duplicate
you use
if you
redstone because
roll back?
wishes.
By the way, it doesn't dupe the armor pieces the armor set has equipped.
That face.
Oh wait, dang it! I was actually trying to. I was distracted. Damn it. Well, I just wanted to actually try it
Why
myself.
does it duplicate your inventory whenever you roll back?
Well, it's not. It doesn't duplicate it. It's just like it resets the player data, so my player data, but doesn't reset the world. So, I basically the previous night I did a bunch of stuff and I built a bunch of stuff. I logged out, then I logged
Why
in,
did you reset
and
your
then I did a bunch
player
of stuff,
data?
and then I logged out, and then I logged in. I would go back to the same location. So the stuff which went out of my inventory, I got that again, but the stuff which went into my inventory, I lost that again. I don't know how to
Aha.
actually get this done. Like, I'm trying to spam click the armor stand, but it's not working for me. Then again, the server's running 181, so maybe it's a new bug.
Well, it works definitely in 1.8.6, which what I tested in. I would assume it works in other 1.8 versions as well.
Maybe I'm just slow.
I think in the bug report it said it would work for most 1.8 versions. Let me double check.
Why doesn't
well.
it also work in
So, about
1.7
that-
versions?
A bug that was fixed is daylight sensor outputting signal when encased. I don't see what's wrong. There is
Well,
You do
no
not
light.
know that.
There is no light, so if it's in night mode, it's no light. Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, but, like, are you sure this is-
if you would encase it in solid blocks or whatever, I think slabs would also work. It would just emit full light,
By the way,
Oh.
it's
even though it's dark.
on the bug
that's the
track. The
problem.
affected versions are 1.8.1, 1.8.3, 1.8.7, 1.8.8, and some snapshots.
Also,
but,
I'm pretty sure the bug also applies to the sun, like the basically the detector which is supposed to detect sunlight. Yeah. Oh well. I don't know. You guys continue. I think we've been to the snapshot maybe. Like anything other bugs you
Yeah,
want to mention?
Snapchat was pretty uninteresting.
I don't think they fixed the most important bug though, being the 2 missing pixels of the cooked pork chop texture. But we will never have that, will we?
Didn't they already fix that?
Actually, I don't know.
No, I don't think they did.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Moving
Like
on.
20 seconds of work maybe for them. Maybe a bit more. I don't know.
Okay, so on this week's news, first thing on my subscription list, I think. Yep. Supercharged Ice Farm V2, 3,400 ice per hour, modular by Diddle.
Diddle.
And
Yeah,
since it still serves,
so-
like, I'll shut up and you guys talk now.
It finally got released in a video, despite we having it in conspiracy for like months now.
But that's your Ice Farm or conspiracy? Like,
Yeah.
haven't
Yes.
used? Okay. Okay.
It's
That looks
actually
the same to me, so.
quite nice because like if you build one of those modules, You only have to make the control mechanism once, and you can just like place a repeater in between, and the rest
Fun.
will just work. And it's actually quite easy to build. So I built one module. Now we have 3 of them,
I think
or like
you
6 if you
might
count the left and the right. So
you
takes
might have
almost 2 pickaxes to mine. So plenty.
think you might have seen it already in background footage a couple of times, maybe.
Actually, we released it, and Tiddle stole our video.
Yes, I made it completely myself.
No, he
Diddle
stole the
then made
idea from the video.
a
Like,
video
it was on
about
YouTube
it, and
already.
now he's claiming credit. Not good. Not good.
Yes. Oh well. It's sad
So
where
what's
YouTube
next?
goes. Oh well. Let's continue, shall we? Anything else to discuss?
Mango released a log
Or I
converter
actually
for
meant
his
like
Universal
farm, but
tree
I
farm.
guess we'll move on. Yeah.
No.
So Mango's tree farm stuff. Go.
Yay. He released a log converter for the tree farm, so you can use it with a single wither cage. Basically, he only had to move to slow
Wait.
down the acacia mode a little bit because the farms is too fast. In that case, and yeah, that works.
A log
Wasn't
converter,
trivial.
does it convert acacia to other types of wood, or what do you
No,
mean?
No,
by
no,
it
no.
just
I mean-
rearranges them so they fit in the wither cage better.
Oh, okay. So it's not like that. I was wondering if it was that. That would be
Oh.
really cool.
I thought it was
Okay.
fancy stuff. It's just...
Okay. Next up, he released a simple universal tree farm because he got a request to make a simple tree farm, and there isn't many difference between a spruce tree farm and a universal tree farm, since spruce is the most restrictive one in terms of tree growth. So yeah, that's the universal tree farm.
Nothing
Simple
else
fix.
about the tree farm?
It produces less than the more fancy farms, and they all run the same program. There's no separate acacia mode.
Well, but you can get them all in one, so that's nice, I guess.
Well, one thing to add about the simple tree farms in general is that the simple ones are basically the normal ones, but designed around the one bedrock cage that you can get without breaking the bedrock, which is like, yeah, I think like 3-4
Helpful.
locations, 1,000 by 1,000 in the nether, because the roof is always the same for you, or for everyone basically, and yeah.
No, for me it's different. My roof is better.
Yeah, Niers is special. Niers is like no, yeah, that like I didn't even look at the simple tree farm that much because for our purpose, like we will build the fast one anyway, and nothing less than the fastest. So
And then after that realize that there's an even faster one.
and then build that one. Yes, exactly.
Yep.
No, then wait half a
It's-
year and then build it.
Well, yeah, after a while it gets frustrating. But let's go to something I watched and was quite surprised because I learned something really cool and new, which well I think it's cool, and it's new to me. So
It's hard to go to the bathroom, Art taught me. Like that?
No,
How
Not
to
quite.
breathe without
No.
making a noise.
Also not
No.
bad. I still can't do that, but Mango made a video showing how to make a 1 game tick delay when using repeater input, and that's the important part because if you have the player input, then your your repeater will be like 1 game tick instead of 2 game ticks, and you have your 1 game tick delay, right? But if you have a repeater input, that doesn't work anymore. And what you can do is you can use a piston to move an armor stand in a tripwire, and then you have the same behavior as you would get with a player.
Did you guys know that I actually saw that behavior this week? Actually, I think it was last week, but close enough.
it was
Did
the
you-
I was doing-
behavior of
Did you saw that
I
behavior
was
in
testing
Mango's
the
video?
timing of tripwire, basically. I was like testing what the delay was on falling on rising edge, and I saw
Ah,
it's
okay.
actually just 1 tick on the rising edge. So I like a piston extension plus that is basically 2 repeat on 2. I was doing it because of iron towers with tripwires, and I wanted to get the right delays. Because of course the iron towers are like game tick precise, which they are actually not. But I didn't realize that until I like started looking into iron farms for a bit. Okay, you can
Okay.
continue talking now, I guess. I just wanted to do a wout note on the side. Haha.
Yeah, basically the well, like when he said 1 game tick delay, I was like, well, you could just like do like piston has 3 game ticks, or repeater has 2. Just like take the difference, and then you have 1 game tick.
Well,
But
it's
like,
always a bit hard because like when you actually have a
But he
repeater
actually
pointing into a
wants-
piston, then it's
but it actually wants to have like without the like initial delay, like only 1 game tick, and not like 1 game tick after signal after like 2 game ticks delay. Or
Oh,
something.
you basically the pulse generator operates after 1 game tick. That's what you mean.
Yeah, it's like only 1 game
Ah,
tick and
okay.
nothing in between. Like that was like way harder than I thought initially. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that
like
makes sense.
I learned something, and maybe you will too when you watch it. So links in the description as always.
Yes, I will put the
Something
link in the
Yay.
description.
where I watched it and I had no clue what's happening was something that Myren uploaded, and it's a piston with 6 heads.
Myren is happy again,
Uh,
as I predicted.
And like I look at it and I have no clue what's going on.
It's a
Does
strange
any of us
machine,
do? Like,
and then you press the button, you get this thing. You have to break your entire machine, and you have to keep it powered. And you have
Like-
fancy blocks. That's all it is.
like, does anyone but Myron actually know how you mess with piston heads? Like, I don't, and I think that's just totally normal. No?
I
Hey,
don't think a lot of
uh,
people specialize in that.
I
part.
looked in the comments and there was one person who was like, "Can you make a tutorial for this? I want to use this for decoration on my server."
First, break your entire house down, then build this giant machine, and then you get 1 nice piston.
And then you build your house around it again.
Yep.
Like,
By the way, don't remove the redstone block, because then, yeah, you need.
I don't
to
think it
get
actually
the new
matters. I
one.
think you can
no,
just put
no,
stuff
you
out.
need the redstone blocks
Oh.
to power to extend the
The
piston.
central
Otherwise,
piston.
if you retract it, you lose all the heads.
All of them, not just 1? Okay. Because, I mean, they're not block debate sensitive, right?
Only if you make it in a way where the top piston doesn't extend, and then you can remove the redstone block completely. That's then it's not a 6-sided piston. So
Okay, then. Never mind. I didn't say a thing, of course. Oh, well.
Okay.
What else?
brand name in here.
Brand name?
Yeah, you know that one brand. What else?
No. Yes, don't do that. We want them to pay first.
That's
I-
why I won't say the name.
Oh, smart. I didn't think so.
And otherwise you would have to. I don't know, but in YouTube there's some place.
Yeah, there are some certain
placement or
rules.
something like that. You have to tick that box otherwise.
Yeah, I learned that on Hello Internet. You probably did too. I don't know.
I have a question for the audience, actually.
Okay.
Do you guys want us to do general news in the section of stuff we did this week? Maybe some general news not Minecraft related that we find really interesting. It will be really limited, but yeah.
Did you
Okay, I
know
think
in
you can
my
ask them
in
that
my
then, okay.
town there's this tree and yes, but
Wow.
that's it.
This
Wow.
week I watched this anime. It was great. Let me know do 1 hour
Okay,
review.
guys. Should we do something real quick? Like, video was quite long, but like in general, real quick.
What do you mean?
0 ticks. Really, really quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When we're talking about our video, I didn't get that cue.
Well, yeah, it was like horrible pun. But yet again, Mango made a video about 0 ticks and different 0 tick generators he uses for all his tree farms and different applications for each of them. For example, you have like ones that reset after different time and ones that like after 3 game ticks you have like another signal, or you have 0 tick signals with 3 game tick in between and stuff like that, and different reset times for the generators and what you can use them for, because the one that like we all know with the instant repeaters that like Pi showed long ago, those like give a second signal afterwards, which is not really useful if you want to build tree farms.
Yeah, like
and
the old ones are like Pi and such. Those are nice if you just want to do some simple stuff, but like usually you just want the piston to instantly extend and start retracting, right?
And he also
Sure, also.
explained 0 tick chaining really well. Basically, like if I didn't get it completely wrong, what you have to do is you have to add one more piston in your like you have butted pistons that like butt each other, and like the last one that activates activates your circuit generator, that has to be one more piston than the order of it that generator should activate in. So if you have like 3 piston extensions in one in the same game tick, and the third one would have to have 4 updates before it to power in the correct timing. Did it make any sense?
Not
No, I
really.
have no clue what you just said.
Okay.
That's the
okay,
fourth piston. Does it have to be 4 pistons or what? That's
No, the fourth one would have to be 5 updates.
5
Otherwise,
updates of what?
like like you have butted pistons, and like you have a chain with them, and like you just watch this video. I can't explain it.
Mango
Okay.
explains everything. Turn this into anime.
Yep. He explains
I-
everything in a
I
really
tr-
calm voice.
I tried.
Anime
Sorry,
tried,
Mango.
that's what counts.
I'm not very good at explaining.
Except
I'm
for the
sorry.
real world where it doesn't matter. Crap.
Um,
I'm sorry
Okay,
for swearing on the
so-
podcast, but I just fell down. That's why.
Fire. Fire is back after 6 months of radio silence with a
Fire?
video about an investigation. Yes, Redstone's Fire.
Oh, Spire, yeah. Well, that video wasn't
Um,
very much of a coincidence, I would say, considering
Yeah, I
someone
know.
else uploaded the video. Oh, well.
Okay.
And
He did an investigation about how falling blocks that can fall, behave in lazy chunks, and it's quite interesting. Because they
basically,
actually-
in
That's
lazy
it.
chunks, they will fall out instantly. That's
Yes,
no, they will not follow at all.
they will not fall. They just get teleported to
Yeah.
the block that they will
that'll
fall.
fall
They don't-
instant.
They
To the,
don't
fir-
get.
to the first block, no matter what it is,
Yeah.
even though it's a torch or don't know.
Yes. The thing is, they don't turn into a falling entity. Since
Yeah, they just like look down,
entities
air,
don't
air,
get
air. Oh,
processed.
torch, let's place ourselves on top of it.
Yep.
Also,
That's
something
also
really
what explains the observations made by Senka and Sellons in their old video with the sun generator, and also my observations now mess with sun generators myself. Yay.
Also,
Sounds to sound scientific.
when
My
the blocks-
observations.
Yes,
When
my
the
very
Now
blocks-
this new
observations.
theory explains everything.
thank you.
Yes, well, that's how it
Like,
works.
when
Like,
the
science
blocks-
is not some crazy idea. It actually works as well in like basic stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, continue, Ralph.
No,
When
wait,
blocks
wait.
fall.
I have to think about something to interrupt again.
Do
You
you
know
want
that
to
one
leave me
tree, there's another
recording?
tree next to it, you know?
okay. Anyway,
Can you stop you the tracks?
without interrupting Raph again, I will just spoil what he wants to say. Just kidding.
Okay,
Raph,
when
please.
when the blocks actually fall on lazy chunks, the data value gets reset to 0. So red sand turns into normal sand, and anvils get repaired.
Actually, no, it's not like that, I think. He said, well, at
Yep,
least he said it
it
went to the
actually
default
happens.
type. I'm not sure if that's actually.
Yeah, default type is data value 0.
I don't know with like blocks and weird stuff. I don't think it's necessarily.
For
sorted in data
blocks
value.
that can fall,
Like,
Well,
did
like,
Spire
you-
tell you
you-
that? Because
You
like
have 2 different gravity
from what
affected
little stuff
blocks
I've
that have
read about
different
blocks in the
states. Well,
code, like I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually
But
something.
you have
kind of
2
default.
different gravity affected blocks that have different states. That's sand, who is like either normal sand or red sand, and you have anvils who are either like
And
normal
gravel?
is that different types
Is
of
there
gravel.
red gravel?
You have anvils that have
Oh, yeah,
different
with
repaired
different types,
stages,
okay.
3 stages, right? Not broken, slightly damaged, and heavily damaged, or whatever it's called.
Oh well, we can. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess
so
that is my next
basically you
discussion
can
anyway.
repair your anvils. Yay! Oh wait.
So actually, yeah,
then-
you're
okay.
right. Probably, I don't know.
I
I
think
think
that's
So-
there's this
easier.
very
We have-
special behavior which we haven't talked about yet, which is the Ender Dragon egg, which is also a gravity affected block.
Oh yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but it's cool.
And instead of going like deleting itself and going placing itself on top of the lowest block, or like highest block below, I guess, whatever.
First block below.
First
It
block below.
replaces
Hey,
it.
It replaces the block, which means you can break any block, which means you can break bedrock. The only problem is you can only break it from on top, which is limited.
Oh yeah.
And
Limited
don't
Well, yeah, you
forget
can't
about
to do
end
stuff.
portal frames.
Oh yeah, you could break end portal frame. The one thing I haven't checked is if you do that, will it cause block updates? Because if it
Ah.
would, then it would like close your portal, and then that frame is entirely useless.
Huh, yeah, maybe.
Rollbacks.
Yeah. I
So
guess.
basically, the rarest item in the world can break any other block, which is
Rarest
quite
until you
interesting.
duplicate it. Yay.
Well, rarest in like the sense of what should be. But as we know, Minecraft
Which is when do we care what should be? Have you looked way to the dark side, Rolf? Did you
Yes.
go
We
to the
have
dark side? Sorry.
cookies.
We have cookies on this side.
Are
We
you on the
have
dark side?
cookies.
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I be on the dark side?
Can I put an anime reference in here?
No.
Damn it. Actually, it's
No.
not an anime reference. It's
I
a
don't
reference to a
mind.
parody of an anime. Does that count?
Oh, that's okay. That's totally okay.
No, only
Okay.
a parody of a parody. And
We have cookies. Link in the description.
Okay. Something maybe Wout is a bit more excited about. Well, he's not excited about breaking
I'm
blocks.
always excited about everything.
But
actually.
like Slimestone.
Wait,
yes,
slimestone?
you
I
can
thought you were
hear
saying
it from
trumpet,
his
but okay, sure.
voice.
Limestone, yay.
From his
Flying
voice.
endostasis chambers. Wout.
Yes.
Opinions.
Great, but I don't see the use. Like people, like you can be like, oh well, now we can like let it go for like a long time, and then we can
No,
get to
you
some other
cannot.
position. But yeah, first of all, chunk loading. Secondly, just put some like, just like do your stacked minecarts on another roof, and you're like 20 times faster than your flying machine. So
Yeah, that you can put your a bot in a minecart on that machine, and then you move your bot to whatever place you want.
okay, yeah,
And
that
then you have
works.
it there, and then whenever you want to go there, you click it, and then you can go there once.
Yeah, well, it's still, I would say, not easier to just do that in the nether with called stacked minecarts.
But
You
flying
can build that
machines
machine in the nether.
You can build in nether, but it's still way slower than actual. It's like minecarts travel at like 5 meters per second. It's very fast. For like completely.
Very fast.
Well,
It's
then you
it-
have to go
compared
there
to
yourself. And
Compared to
the other
supercharged
way, you
default
can.
limestone engine travels at 1 block per 4 piston cycles, so it's like 1 block per 0.6 seconds.
The
Less than 2
supercharged is
blocks
like
per second.
3.3 blocks a second, right?
Yeah, I think no, actually I think supercharged is 2 cycle. That's the nice part. You see, that's actually a 3 cycle technology which is entirely unexplored. And the nice thing is that a lot of the technology which we built can actually be put on 3 cycles probably. We
But
just
what's the
build it on
Isn't
4
that
cycles
just
because the engines
slower?
are easier. But
Okay.
like a lot of the default technology doesn't operate at 2 cycles, but does operate at 3 cycles. And stuff I discussed 2 weeks ago on the podcast. It's actually not 2 weeks, like more like a month. You guys totally got it.
Yes, I can remember that. You know, it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. There was the
Yeah.
one where I was on the end island measuring the distance and stuff.
Yes, I know. I remember it completely.
Okay. So yeah, just get working on that. Reversible engine, 3 cycle, fast.
Do you already got a nice abbreviation for the thing?
Not really, I would just call it 3 cycle technology probably. I don't know.
Is it like chess free then?
PCT.
I don't know. The problem is just that like the 4 cycle engines are really compact, so it's easy to reverse, even so you can like build the herbs and such for them, or the verbs. That's probably not gonna be true with a more complicated 3 cycle engine. Oh well, still pretty nice though.
Let's talk about Zen generation.
Okay, we're there already. Okay.
Yeah, like it's first one in my list.
Yeah, we should probably mention that the Undercells chamber was made by Redstone Jazz. I'm not sure if we did. I think it's
Oh,
cool,
yeah.
but like I don't think either Jazz or anyone else has use for it. Let's really do it though. Well, that's that chapter concluded. Yay.
Like, since he makes everything flying, if he ever manages to make like a flying iron farm, I will be really impressed.
With doors.
Yeah, that's why I would be impressed.
Yeah.
Oh my
flying.
god, everyone! If you go to Jazz's video, look at the URL. It's very disappointing, maybe. I don't know. Guys, look at the URL. I actually can't see it because of the line in TRQ, but you get what I mean.
Oh, that's
Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's actually really disappointing.
Well,
Look at the description for looking at what we are talking about.
Anyway,
Shownotes.
Panda uploaded his 23rd episode of his
Panda Survival.
Panda Survival,
Sand Gen.
and he built a sand generator.
And I was like, fuck this. I was trying to work on this. Well, luckily for me, there may still be room for improvement, and I still think there's things to be discussed. However, this video does cover a lot of things, and I mean, it's actually like finally a fully working one again. That's pretty nice.
We have a fully working one, but I think it needs
Aye.
multiple
Oh no,
people.
you guys. Well, did you deal with the chunk loading? Because like macro just was like, oh yeah, sometimes it breaks because of chunk loading.
I
That's
think
just
it needs
what I
it
heard.
to multiple people for
Like
operating.
the easy way to do that is just like get an unknown detector like man or pandas and just like turn it off for like 5 seconds while that's going on. The better way is to sync it up like he did in this video. Anyway, I didn't watch everything of Panda's video. It's a long video. I was like, I'm not working on Soundtech right now. I'm working on something else, so I don't really want to spend all my time on this. But some of you guys did, I think, and I did watch like half of it or something in total. I watched like parts. So I think we can still discuss it, and I can still contribute to it for a bit. So, how do we discuss this? Like a 1 hour video?
I watched quite a big part of it.
I watched all of it.
I
Okay.
skipped in the beginning.
He was like, I want to see this engine, and then
No,
come
and
back.
then it was okay. Let's just watch the way too long. Let's skip it a bit and
Well, like the
Um,
part we probably don't have to talk about is where he made his spawn chunks peaceful mob proof.
Oh yeah,
so
like I
you
went
can,
through
like,
that, and I was like, wait, why is this going on? But as I was skipping through the video, and then later I was like, oh, because he has to use his spawn chunks, but he didn't want mobs there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So that, like, that's fairly obvious. I don't think we need to talk about that. What he did is he used lazy chunks of spawn chunks
Yeah.
and loaded them. And once they unload, once the autosave happens, he uses that to detect when it happens with like basically the same
Basically
thing
a
you did
really
quite
weird
a while ago.
detector, because he didn't like my AAD.
Well, I think, like, didn't Myren have one? It's like way smaller and simpler.
Myron's unload detector, I think didn't I like test it? Like it wasn't accurate enough. I'm pretty sure Myron's load, even if it worked, always worked. Unlike like my first one, I'm pretty sure it still had issues being absolute. Like I think I covered this in my AAD video.
what?
Absolute autosave detector. You know what? I'll link to. While we're at it, let's link to both my absolute autosave detector and Myron's unload detector.
Think all the stuffs.
I guess.
But yeah, like his unload detector works with
Long sand.
also the fact that falling sand gets placed below instantly instead of like turning into an entity. And what he does, he just like has it offset like all 4 faces like Wout did, and he pushes sand back and forth, and it's pushing fast enough so it cannot turn into an entity. But once it's not fully loaded anymore, it will instantly place below, and therefore trigger. And he uses that to start a clock that will power his sand conveyor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, as far as I know, like I actually went into the comments. I was like, okay, so you're dodging it. Like I thought of that, but felt a bit inefficient. He was like, oh no, actually we are still keeping it full speed. We're just aligning it so that the machine doesn't break, which I guess is possible because like it's a 0.5 second cycle. So technically, if you can get everything done within 0.5 seconds into a stable state, then that's fine. If it takes longer than that, then I guess you need to make it. You need to find some kind of state where it's still stable if you break, like, unload it for a tick. So either way, apparently they managed to find such a state, so that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if that's also possible with like the full speed, like 3 game tick cycle. Like I asked him, it's like few only 0.5 seconds, and he was like, yeah, I tried to do 3 game tick cycle first, but it was just way too laggy. So I'm not sure how far he went with that. It wasn't clear. It would be funny if he made a fully working design. I would personally publish that, but I'll get into it in a second. But like is an issue I noticed myself as well. However, I still need to get rid of light updates, which will solve a bit. As Panna also says, that's still an issue. But I think then at that point we can start looking into bulk conveyors, and like we can do some theory. Like, is a bulk conveyor like is it 10 bulk conveyor going to be 10 times slower than a 1 bulk conveyor or not? If it's not, then we can actually use it maybe to like make it a bit more efficient, that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I think there's areas to be explored, and even if it would cause extreme lag, I think like a full speed up to 24k sand per hour design would be quite cool. What do you guys think? Like
24K is that with the free game ticks then, right?
yeah, but like that's up to, as in your server's probably not going to be able. Like you need a really good server if you want to like run a conveyor at that speed.
Your server will just burn at half the speed, so
Maybe if you have a
Yeah.
beefy PC in single player, you could do it.
I don't think single player is gonna.
So
Like, I
just
think
go
I
to
think
the
multiplayer is easier because like you can get a really good server way more easily.
just go to the
Like
to
also
a
like
can
get
also
really good
get a
hardware
Well-
really good
yourself.
processor really easily.
I don't know. Like then
Uh,
you need to like get your own special hardware and stuff.
well, I
think
have
it's
the
easier to run the
perfect,
server.
just rent the server for 1 month, run the farm 24/7 AFK, and then go back to another server, and then you have tons of sand.
So
Or
basically,
you just go to the supermarket and you get some beef and you put it in your PC and you have beef PC.
Okay.
No, then you have like disgusting stuff inside your computer.
Yes, it smells like beef, so it's like beefy.
well, I think with mine afterward it would be more like steak because it's pretty warm in there. But well, um,
Then
No.
your cooling system is not working
no,
anymore.
no. Like the cooling system is doing fine. It's just like moving all the heat out, and that's why it's warm.
Yes, you have to put the steak in it.
Well,
The beef in it.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess it's,
Why would you
it's
put
less
a
like
beef
it's
in
less,
a like? What did I miss? Why did you put
it's
a
less
beef
than a
into your
grill. It's more like
processor?
a room heater because it's like
Not
really
in your
efficient.
processor, of course. Duh.
It's really efficient at
Well,
taking the heat out.
the thing is,
Anyway, back to sand farming. I think 24k an hour would be very cool. About
Even if it's like very like I don't know, like just this thing like I could say oh run half speed, but I don't know, like maybe it
well,
could be
like
quarter speed.
if
I just think
if
it's
you
worth
look at
looking
it,
into.
the really big tree farms like the 2x2 spruce tree farm, they're also not producing 175k an hour, even though technically they can, because you will not have 20 TPS anyway because they're too laggy. So I don't
okay.
if you make a 24k cent design that in theory could work but won't because no server you can find is fast enough for that, then I wouldn't worry about it.
Like me neither really, but I was just wondering because like Panda was just so I was like maybe other people think like that.
I think it would be very cool to have because even if like I would rather build the 24k one and have it lag so it's like 20k than build like the 15k.
Probably a bit lower, but whatever. Okay.
Yeah, like
Like I just think it's just fucking worth looking into because like Yewei sent me a design today. I'll link to his tweets. I didn't really look into it. According to him, it's instant and stuff, which is nice. I can't see it entirely. I guess I'll just take him on his word there.
Well-
but like I think there's some we can look into some like friendlier designs like bulk conveyors, like what height is optimal, and like even with bulk conveyors, there's still different designs. So to power off the pistons, like Yewei's design. So I think we're still
so
stuff we can look into.
the thing is, if you build an up to X design, that's never going to happen. You're guaranteeing that it's producing the max that it can given your current hardware.
Yeah, that's also it. Well, you could argue that it's actually that it could possibly be faster to like run it at like using this a single conveyor like Panda did for some reason. I don't know. Like you just need different technology to run it at up to 24k. So maybe that technology could actually somehow actually cause more problems. I don't know. I'm just like you can't guarantee it, but it would be more logical, yes. But then again, we're talking about Minecraft here, so you never really know.
I would really like to have a very fast sand generator that's not like general item duplication.
Oh well, we should still
You
mention
don't
that
have
like
to
this is
trade for
fast.
glass.
This is a lot faster than SSS, so Sankarn and Celen's elevator sand generator. They also
Mhm.
probably made an elevator, but
Is
What
it
did
faster
you
than
think
the
about
sandstorm?
the conveyor that
that's he
that
used.
Panda used?
Well,
Yeah, like
I guess
think
it's alright,
Spire
but I
came
mean
up with it or
it's
something.
it is yeah this isn't like I did see that that was good, of course. Like I mean he thought about that. That doesn't surprise me. He's a pretty smart guy.
I like the
But
way how we integrated the circuit for that in the sand. conveyor
Yeah, well, I
thing.
mean, like I've also built conveyor design. I could show some of the conveyor designs in my world. Like I had another instant design which was also there was basically no central redstone line. Everything was also being transported through there, and it operated. I think actually it operated like only at 0.65 speed. So actually that's worse than Pandas. Oh well, like Panda had a good design. That's definitely true. It's very little redstone efficient but I'm pretty sure it doesn't operate at it actually can't operate at 3 game ticks because you have a 4 game tick delay with the 2 repeaters. But it's still pretty cool. Like I mean it's just his needs. He will probably have built something better if he needed to. But this works, so that's nice. I don't know. I don't know if there's that much to say about it. Like it's a bit of redstone. Like I mean he uses the mechanic where it's just instant wire mechanic. Like
Yeah.
a moving block does not cut redstone wire.
What else is there to say about Pandas? About I mean, like all the other stuff that you have to chunk load your portal, how to chunk load towards the portal, like all the things we've seen done before, right? Overall, the farm was in speed, but I think like the sandstorm is faster, even though like it doesn't work with the chunk loading, right? Or you need 2 players to use it. What else is there to say?
I don't know. Like it's a long video. It's kind of hard to discuss. I would say
hmm
very hard video to discuss.
Everything is too hard.
Correct.
Okay, then
Moving on.
we can talk about something else that's like end related, which is Ray's new, improved, simple, safe obsidian farm. I really like the
title.
Yeah, I really like the thumbnail of it. It's like the doggy meme thing. Simple,
So
safe.
it's-
Wow, such sand.
It's
Uh,
it's 9 obsidian per second, which is nice.
Yeah, that's like the 1 meter a second. Like I think what was the maximum you can do? 50? 50 is the maximum.
50 a second.
50 seconds is the maximum you can do.
yeah, if you generate it twice a second or something, it was.
Yeah. That's if you do it twice a second, and then for that you need 8 withers, and that's the maximum you can fit,
Oh.
I think. There was like a version in 1.7 from, I think it's a Czech person, I don't remember the name. Like we linked it in like one old episode before we talked about it as well. But yeah, what's different this time around? Why is it so much better? Has anyone of you seen it?
Nope.
I
No,
was looking
I
up
have
stuff,
not.
so I don't even know, but
Okay.
probably.
Oh, never knows.
Like I was trying to find the I got cookies reference. I found out actually the reference says I got cookies and we says we got cookies. So it's not a complete reference. But now I was wondering, I was contemplating whether the note should be called we got or I got cookies, considering we actually referenced we, but they reference I.
Let's just say they.
Sorry, Ray. If you're listening, I will see your video after podcast.
Basically, what happens is he changed around the order a bit. In that stuff happens. So well, like there's a lot of stuff going on. Before spawning the wither, you have to have the boat on top. He has walls around the boat. This time he has a side hit target, so they won't shoot up and possibly hit the boat. I think they still can do that at some point. I'm not sure if it's 100% reliable, because no wither cage ever is. But it's of course way better than just
Except
having
the
them
bedrock
shoot
one.
and win. Second.
Except the bedrock one.
Yeah, but you cannot do a bedrock one in the end. It doesn't work.
Yep.
For the obsidian platform, well.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. So having a sighted sorry, having a sighted target is of course way better. And yeah, like what else is different? It's it's pretty simple. Like it's like hopper minecarts below, picks up obsidian. He shoots through slabs instead of like snowballs or something to damage the wither with, and he damages the wither with snowballs that he already has in the end. I'm not quite sure why, but okay.
Isn't other farms use the snowballs from the overworld and used as loader items?
Yes,
And then
as other farms do that.
isn't that better?
I think. but I guess it's not as simple. Maybe. Well.
Guess so.
Also something he mentioned in the video was what was like quite curious to me is that in 1.9 the obsidian farm won't work anymore because the platform only generates when the player goes through.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And
Never
well,
update.
Not a reason to update because
like I like the only reason why they would change it is to fuck with obsidian farms. I can't see any other reason why that would be important. Like
To decrease lag, because all of those items non-technical players send through their portals when they don't need to.
But do they send through it? Oh damn it! I dropped my sword in it. Okay, let's go after it. It generates twice. Oh whoa, really?
well,
That's
like
a
on the other
massive
hand,
problem.
on the
Now
other
you've
hand,
got like the
for-
ultimate trash can. You can just have it like generate into the void. Oh well.
on the other hand,
Great.
what you said earlier about it makes it easier for sand farms.
Yep.
Well,
So
like,
we can basically design all of our technology to like 2 ticks or something once we're done. Yeah. Oh well.
So,
one thing I thought of, like either you stay in 1.8 forever or 1.7 if you still happen to be in 1.7. That was also fine. That's option 1 basically. Option 2 is you update and farm so much obsidian beforehand that you
Or you update
not
and you
run
add a
out.
bunch of concepts like using command
No,
box
no, no.
server to make it look like
Hacks or
1.8.
cheats.
Well,
Hacks or cheats, as some people look at it.
You cheat like Vault, or this is
Or
the
server
idea
set.
I had. I think like yesterday or the day before that. Now when you respawn a dragon, it also respawns the end pillars to place the ender crystals on, because having floating ender crystals is kind of stupid. And my thought
Massive
basically
obsidian
was
farm.
you figure out a way to make a two-way vertical mobile villa cage that will go up and down and will harvest the end pillars, because that's a lot of obsidian. And yeah, of course it's not as like simple to build as like normal obsidian farm and so
Yes.
on.
But
And
it's
having a dragon flying around in between them might not be as safe as
Why-
well.
Why can't you just kill the dragon?
Like, I don't know if you can instantly kill a dragon. Like like first
Maybe
you
you
get
could
the
restrict
crystals.
it
Just
from
get a
moving.
brew machine and just get
I'm
tons of
not sure if
harming
it's
potions
affected
and
by harming potions. I don't
I don't know.
I don't even know. I haven't tested it. Like, well, then you also had to get the crystals again, which might cause problems if you like have withers or like shooting at them or something. I guess if you always start with the withers below and going upwards, and you have something on top that pushes the crystal out of the way and towards the center, so you can restart the dragon spawning, that would be helpful. But yeah, overall I didn't like work on it or anything. I just had the idea and thought it would be cool to share here. So if someone who has the motivation to build something like that can work on it.
Wait, it costs. You need 4 of those crystals to respawn the dragon, right?
Yeah, but like
Correct.
one of them has to be hand placed, otherwise it won't work.
Oh, okay. But
So
you
you
get
still
like
need-
8 pillars at least with crystals, so
You get enough crystals to spawn another one, but you also have to place one by hand. So if you blow up like half of them, you still should be fine. I'm not sure. I think it's like
it's
8
also a
pillars or
crystal
9.
farm included.
Yeah, I guess.
You have to
Yes.
put some
Well,
crystals
the
in
thing
yourself.
is, crystals that generate have a base. Crystals that you place don't have a better base. So that's the differentiating factor.
Those respawned crystals, they don't have a base, right?
The ones that you place.
The ones that generate after respawning a dragon. Do they
Have-
have a base?
No, those
They have a base. Yeah.
Okay. Then you're converting them.
But
Ooh,
I
even
think
fancier.
that you only need to place one is still accurate. I'm not sure. I haven't tested any later snapshots, but I think Myren made a video about it a while back, like a couple of weeks. So maybe in 1.9 we have very, very complicated and pillar obsidian generation farms, which would be very cool, because generating nether portals is not that cool in my opinion. Yeah. You guys
Basically,
want to say
Mojang was
something about
like-
that idea?
I think Mojang just thought, look, there you have another kind of obsidian farm. Now we can remove this one. I don't think they thought that, but I'm just kidding.
They just like
Yes. You just found out how the way Mojang functions. Yay. Oh well.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think they really care that much about us anymore. Like, I think they're just doing stuff and sometimes it affects us.
They don't care about us, but they care about and their farms.
Well, yeah, they care about, like, they definitely. No, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't think they're really that concerned anymore. Like you heard Grum. Well, I mean, you heard what we said about Grum. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I should fix it. I should fix it. But I should fix it. I should fix that. But in reality, he doesn't fix anything. It's not like it's his top priority.
That's
like,
why you should.
he doesn't like
shoot.
it, but
I
it's not like
shoot.
he doesn't like it, but it's not like he's constantly paying attention to the TRQ broadcast to find out the newest developments in the technical community and nerf them. Like, it would be an interesting listener reason, but
Be an interesting scenario to be in.
Well, like when we talked to him, he seemed to know like a lot of the technical stuff that's going on. Like he knew that people
yeah, like I
are
actually know a fair bit of
breaking
stuff.
bedrock with like all the different kinds of ways, and
Yeah, like even the kind of secret way, which we'll not discuss, but most people know about.
yeah, like that way, or like,
Like, I was
he
really
knew
surprised
that
he knew
people
that,
do
but-
generate sand and so with the end portal.
I know.
Stuff
He
like
also knew
that.
about dungeon tech. Like he knew that he was like, yeah, we shouldn't like stop
That
people
shouldn't
from
work.
pushing stuff into like unpopulated chunks. He didn't like that.
Like I don't get why they would change something like this, because like only very few people actually like work on that or actually do it, right? And what's the benefit from not having that? Like taking away
It's
fun
just
from
an
us?
interesting mechanic, and they do not want that.
You have
Yep.
to put so much effort in for the reward you get. Like I think it should be in the game and should have the ability
Yeah,
to do something like
the
that.
thing is, them nerfing the Endermite Enderman farms, I'm okay with that.
They didn't
But
actually
not
nerf
the
them, right?
ones
Like you
that-
can still do them.
No, you can still do them.
Yeah,
But
see.
I would be totally okay with the nerfing the Endermite Enderman farms.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
a bit
ones
on the
that
easy
use
side.
pushing, the ones that use pushing, why nerf them? I don't see the point.
Who, by the way, since you're talking about endermites and other useless, I was thinking about useless stuff. The shulker in the latest snapshot got sounds, and
Yay!
the witches also have sounds now, which are really weird, like this evil laughing a bit and other weird stuff.
Hey! I want my copyright fees.
Like one thing that like I don't know, I think it applies to almost every sound they add to the game. It's like I don't think they test like how it sounds when you have like 50 or 100 of these mobs in one place. Like if you're
Yeah,
like an
they don't.
Enderman farm
They absolutely
or,
don't.
or something like that, like it just sounds awful if you have a lot of them. And
Isn't that with most of the sounds?
yeah, that's what I said. I think they
Yeah.
they maybe should
Yeah,
try
just
that out
in
before they
general,
add it.
most sounds that you would do, if you just repeat it like 50 times a second, then
Well,
always
there's-
horrible. Isn't it?
No, I think there's like music that works this way, but
Well, lots of music is just weird.
yeah, no, but like villager sounds or Enderman, like stuff like that. Like maybe you should try to make sounds that are less obnoxious if you hear them a lot. I don't know.
Or maybe put a cap on the sound sources. Maybe.
Yeah, especially like
I
think,
don't know that I think that could.
Well, the thing is, there
be
is already a cap.
problematic.
That's a problem. Like, there's a cap on the maximum amount of sounds that can be played within certain time span. So, like, if you have a lot of places, you'll hear that like sounds start getting cut off or something. Like, you can hear it. Like, there's stuff. Sounds start. Not all sounds get processed anymore. So, like, maybe they should like add a cap for each individual sound. So, like, one type of sound can only play 10 times a second or something. That way, you actually
No,
still
or
leave room
like
for all the
there
sounds.
is only, for example, I could say only 30 sounds can be playing at the same time and have that in a configuration somewhere.
Well, like the
yeah, that's
thing
also an
with
option.
that, like I've thought about it a bit.
Mods have that.
There's a thing with that is that
Yeah,
it
but
could be
mods are
very
mods.
problematic. For example, you have like say 30 is your cap. You have 30 zombies and skeletons and one creeper, and the creeper is number 31, and it blows up behind you. You can't hear it.
Yeah, see, like that's a
that
bit
would with you a lot,
problematic.
and that's like probably
Maybe
I
have
would
some
assume why they
sounds
not
that
do it
ignore that
or
cap.
like, yeah, well, but like then what sounds ignore and well, why would they be better than other sounds? Why don't you?
Are you discriminating
Explosion
against
sounds are pretty
sounds?
important in my opinion.
Like
I just turn off my sounds.
yeah, like often I play with like very low sound levels or not none, no sounds at all. Like I think the only time I turn sounds are really loud is like when I'm hearing for zombies in the perimeter. If there's like something between the bedrock or whatever, or if I'm playing CTM maps. It's like
Well, if you really want to
So
hear
the
them,
CTM,
you
what
should
he does have
use
any every day.
the subtitles they have.
Where
well,
are
that's
subtitles?
like only in 1.9.
I've no clue how to activate them, but
And you go to sounds and there's like subtitles.
ah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Coming back to like something else that Chess made this week. Last week he talked about engines that work with sand. This week we tried to make engines work with anvils. I'm
Just
not.
for the heck of it.
Yeah, like I'm not entirely sure why you would ever want that. But the problem, of course, is that you cannot push anvils unless they're falling. And the other problem is that if they fall, they take damage after a while. And about maybe you can tell
Yeah.
us more about slimestone stuff because
I
that's,
only
like,
watched the video for like 1 minute, so like it was
that's
today.
your area of expertise.
Well, I would think that possibly you could actually keep it in midair. That's all I can say. Like that's a solution I could think of, but I'm not sure that's even possible. Like only watch the first minute where he like shows the first flying machine, which indeed has that problem where it breaks after a bit.
Basically, he did some different tests, like when does the anvil take damage? Is it like the speed it lands at, or is it like the time it's in the air and so on? And I guess I'm not gonna tell you what happened and just say you should watch a video and learn.
Evil enemy doesn't want to discuss. Oh well.
Evil.
Evil. What did I do this week?
Enemy didn't do anything
I
this week. He's lazy.
designed a slime storage room, like for slime perimeter. It's octagonal because Niels wanted it this way.
Yes, the
And-
perimeter is octagonal, so that's why we made an octagonal storage room. Makes sense, right? The
Yes.
Yes,
bridge
but, like-
perimeter is a circle, and the storage room is
Not really a
Circular.
circle.
circular-ish.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of
Dude,
circular.
But so we have to
Circular-ish.
make hexagon storage for the Guardian farm? Makes no sense. I don't want to do that.
Yes, we should.
No, please don't.
Well,
Um,
we haven't made it yet, so we can still do it.
But the storage for
maybe
the
we could make
nether perimeter is
broken
also not
hexagon.
square, so
I mean,
Well,
like
it's-
maybe
it's-
make broken hexagon. I
Broken
mean,
hexagon.
like there's a cone on one side, a two-sided angular thing, then a space with the farm included, and on the other side, the other sides.
what?
So kind of a hexagon, but not a regular one.
Why? Well,
I have no
anyway,
clue what kind of shape it is. but
I
okay.
did that, and then like we built that storage thing on the server as well, which was surprisingly quick actually.
Yep.
And I messed around with item streams a bit more and like item alignment, and I managed to like line 5 different items like in different ways. So you can also separate them again. Like you have basically a one wide item stream where you have 5 different items in there, and without sorters, you can separate them again afterwards.
That's pretty cool.
It's well,
Maybe
the
you
thing
should
is,
make a video about it.
you have to have separate
Item
inputs.
sorters.
No, it doesn't do actual sorting. You have to have them like at different inputs, otherwise you cannot like separate them
Yeah, I mean,
again.
that's
So you like
multiple
that's-
streams in one, basically.
Yeah, like the only thing is where it makes sense is you have like multiple items that you don't want to sort afterwards, and that have to go in the same direction, and you're too lazy to build like 5 streams or something. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure you
so-
could get it to work with 7 different items, but that would be pushing it. And
If we
I haven't really explored it that much.
if we had a farm a perimeter that was like the witch perimeter, but the witch farms didn't produce a single item, we could make that instead of actual
Well,
sorters.
like the thing where I thought might be interesting is like a trading place where you have like melon, pumpkin, sugarcane, carrot,
could be
and
interesting.
potato
Lots of
farm,
inputs
like
that
wheat
you
farm, maybe
need.
even. Yeah, like where you have different farms with different like where you can have different inputs, and then you most likely will want to have it like all go in the same direction as like maybe where you
Can
trade.
that item stream also make corners? Because
That would be you would have to
tricky.
separate them and realign them every corner you
Yeah.
make. So I wouldn't like you could do it, but it's like very, very
advisable.
complicated and like it's
Not advisable.
yeah, not advisable is a good word. Also, you don't have to build sorters, which, well, I don't think the sorters lag that much that you would care that much. But where it could be interesting is when you're playing on Skyblock, where you don't have comparators, maybe. But on the other hand, well, you cannot do actual
Who
sorting.
plays on
You have to have
Skyblock?
you have to have separate inputs anyway. So limited use.
Yeah, but I think that you still should make a video about it.
If someone like actually has a use case like that, I can make a video, can clean it up a bit and make a video about it maybe. But I don't think anyone cares about it because like it's so like niche and no one ever needs
It's
that or wants
cool.
that.
It's
like,
so niche that they do it to Technical Minecraft.
yeah.
That's kind of
Um,
everything
It's
we
a
do.
niche of a niche of a niche.
like making normal sorters is just so easy. Like, why would you do this?
I don't know.
It's fun.
Well, also it's like what I do is I align items to the left and the right with ender chests, and then have the block in the middle missing, so they go on the blocks next to them and don't fall down. So that's like how I do 2 of the items. And if you do that, you can actually like have one item stream and sort it to the left and the right of it. So if you have like a short stretch where you want to sort a lot, you could do that there as well.
That works.
Like I haven't seen a lot of. I don't think I've anyone seen doing that, like having one stream and have like sorters on both sides. Usually it's like stream and like sorters on one side.
It could be. It would be
I've-
more efficient use of the space you have, because you can have a little aisle with chest of stone and chest of dirt.
Yeah, and if you do this, you can actually like make the turns quite easy. So you only have 2 items. That's very, very easy. But,
And this storage thing we designed, it's also 2 items, but you have separate streams because it's
Yeah,
tons of corners.
we have separate streams intervening, crossing over. But
Also no sorters because it's
Yeah,
slime and
slime is
blocks.
by blocks.
Slime blocks.
But yeah, that's what I did
Slime
this
and
week.
crafted slime.
Slime
What did-
blocks.
What did you guys do this week?
Well, I designed this octagon thing, and that's about it. Oh yeah, and I made proper background footage, so Yewi is happy.
Yay!
If you guess at what day and what time I made it, you get a bonus point.
Isn't that fun?
You get
can
it.
guess.
You and you
No,
also
don't,
get
if you know why, don't say
sneaker.
anything.
Like a full
not a
bonus
sneaker.
point?
Yeah, a full bonus point.
Wow, it's like answering one without question.
Oh,
The hard
those
ones
points.
are hard. Actually, people haven't answered them.
No, only
yet.
the first one who answers that.
Yeah, okay.
First who answers that within
You also have to think hard about
if you
this one.
if you say the time, and if I was recording at that time, then yeah.
Is
You
it
only
like
have
easy
to
to figure out?
approximate time.
Hmm?
Like noon.
No, that's
Noon,
not.
evening.
That's not good. It's like
Yeah.
with
For
full hours. That's what I want at least.
3 p.m.
17:04.
Is 3 p.m. enough, or do you have to say the time zone?
I
no, it's
assume-
always 3 p.m. if you change time zone.
If you just say 3 p.m., then I assume it's my time zone.
Okay.
DET.
All right.
Because without question, you don't get any point from that, anyways. Because
Well,
Yeah.
if you
But it's
answer
a hard
the
one.
like the last one that we have, then you get double points actually. So
I don't know, but they're hard. Like the last one and second last one are, yeah, like really hard, basically.
they're not even quotes.
Okay.
One thing.
something,
They are
something-
quotes. Both of them
so-
are quotes, but the last one is probably not even on the internet. It's like only in written
it's about
form.
quoting about talking to his mom or something.
Yeah, like you suggested it was my neighbor once. I can assure you it's not my neighbor. It's an actually
Is it your
printed
brother?
book. It's a
your
book
brother-
printed and published probably by like a major Dutch publisher. I didn't check, but it's like I got a print of it, and like I'm not even sure it's being printed anymore. That's the nice part. Maybe you're just screwed and it was only printed 10 years ago when I was like a kid. It's a
Okay.
kid's book.
All right. Raf, what did you guys do this week?
I watched a speed run.
Wait, I also did. Oh wait, no, Raf. I got confused. Raf first.
I
Wow, this is
watched a
confusing.
speedrun.
What kind of speedrun? Minecraft?
A Minecraft speedrun of the Continent to CTM map.
Cool.
Okay. I was just thinking of speedruns. I didn't watch a speedrun this week, but I did check some speedrun tweets. Can we discuss Twitter accounts on here?
Yes.
If you discuss that, if you did that Twitter account,
I
You-
saw it today again. I was like, actually, this is kind of funny.
But do not discuss your Twitter chains.
no,
That's like the only
it's
rule.
it's at speedruns live, not live like the site, but live as in F. Yeah. Oh well. And basically they're like, real life done quick. We're all brought into this world and forced to play this game called life. Learn how to optimize your route and 100% it super fast. And yeah, then they basically say a bunch of stuff like,
Like, so they're about 100% speedruns, not credit skips. Because that
there's a
would
lot
be
of 100% speed runs, but actually there's more 100% runs than ongoing runs, you could say. That's kind of like the way all their tweets go.
Oh, okay. Like, I guess what's it called? Like, any percent live speed run would be pretty
Yeah, like what's 100%? That's kind of hard to judge, isn't it?
well. Like, if you're going for any percent, it would also be kind of like not really cool. If you just like kill yourself, you're done. Yay, you won. Not, or really. Well,
Okay, well, anyway, like I probably should get to my own stuff.
yeah.
Is there actually anything else I should have linked from you guys? Because I don't think you guys discuss anything from like online, right?
I will send you a Gyazo that you can put it in.
Oh, thank you, Niels. That's what I needed.
Yeah, make like some cool pictures.
Yes. Is this a good one, Wout?
I still don't like the fact I have to copy from TeamSpeak. There. Okay.
No, can you like zoom out
No,
a bit
that's
more, Niels?
perfect. It's perfect. It's
Okay,
perfect.
so Niels says random picture in the show notes.
No,
so
it's
people can check
it's
it
of
out.
the octagon sorting system we made.
Octagon sorting system random picture. Okay. So yeah. Ralph, what did you do? Like, is there anything else?
Didn't
much
you just
nothing.
say that?
Like, yeah, but like, is there anything else?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's my turn then, or does Niels still have to go?
I just said what it. What you say? You can
I
read
do
the
links.
list.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to everything.
No, you can read the TeamSpeak. You can see the list, the
Well,
order.
I guess
Okay.
I will talk about what Wout did this week.
No,
Since
wait.
Wout is
I
doing
actually want to
some
see you
links.
try first. Go ahead.
Wout tried to make an iron farm.
Well, thank you.
Bladen
And he's still
Hypixel
trying at this very point. I
complained
was building spawn
about-
pods during the podcast.
And like failed horribly, and it somehow involves limestone and tripwire.
How do you explain this?
The end.
It's because of aesthetical reasons.
Why is tripwire good for aesthetical reasons?
Because I basically wanted I'm basically building diamond towers. Like I messed with the timings for a bit. Now I actually, yeah, I should probably explain this. So basically last week and like also a bit after the last podcast, I looked into island farm, like villages, like a bit into the code. Like these are the timings. Okay. Well, these are what I think are the timings. Did some experiments to confirm, and I optimized the island tower so it runs 6 minutes faster. Yay! Instead of 61 minutes, it's 55. Like the reset. So that's actual technological stuff. Also, I just did it completely like rebuilt the island towers in creative because also reading I'm said this because I basically wanted to do my own style and I felt like it would be a bit hard to like take the old design and like replace a bunch of stuff to have with a different style, but still keep the doors and such in. So I just to like start from scratch again, and I basically go with the. Well, no, the style's a bit hard to describe, but I like it. So yeah, and now it's mostly done building on Reflex. Like we got both the two side blocks, which basically are the towers. I'm going to work on the central block, which has the spawn pads and the redstone on top of the spawn pads. And the thing is that I want these 3 blocks to
Are
be
you
separate.
using the fancy spawn pads?
Oh yes, the fancy spawn pads. I see that like also a
Wait, now I
modification I made.
remember. About a year ago when we just started, didn't we say that we should switch out our spawn pads? They're
Yes.
still not switched out.
Well, no, they're gone completely.
Yes,
They are
but
just
still,
gone.
we still forgot it.
Well, like we're a bit more productive than last year, so maybe.
Well, anyway,
And where's
so
the
look at the
limestone
technical
part?
stuff.
Well, in the
So yeah,
last
basically
2
I want
months.
these 3 blocks to be separate, right? Like these segments of the farm separated. So first of all, I need communication between the redstone and both sides. So that's why I need the tripwire for. And secondly, well, I could also use a flying machine there, but that would be really slow and annoying, and I could need a huge station. And then I also need a communication with the ground level, so I can reset it from the surface. Also, the cooling facilities at the ground level, so that way it can also do an auto reset. And that's what the fly machine's for. And I actually managed to make a really tiny, basically holding station, which like pushes up. Basically, it's like 3 pistons on the outside. Like I have my wall, 3 pistons, and the block. Not even sticky pistons, just pistons. And that's all I need to detect when the flying machine arrives and to reverse it and send it back down. Yay! That's always a nice part about vertical flying machines. It's really hard to do the top easy to do the top reversal. That's why the top verbs was probably actually possible. Like a bottom verbs, kind of hard to build, probably. But oh well.
Yeah, it's really hard. I tried it, but I didn't succeed.
Yes, Niels, of course you did.
So
Yes, I did, but
conspiracy.
it totally didn't
But I
work.
didn't finish yet, so basically that's why I used that, and I didn't fail at building. I just was busy this week with like my AI assignment, which is why, like basically, yes, it was about the version spaces algorithm, which was actually kind of fun, but I just like postponed it because I wanted to work on Reflex, and I was like, oh yeah, now I have to do it all this in a day. Anyway, like I didn't only spend a couple of hours each day, except for yesterday and today, because I have more time because weekends.
Yay.
And yeah, as a result, like I don't, it's not done yet. Like I hope I can finish it tomorrow. Or at least like spawn pads should probably. I think I can get the spawn pads done today, like the redstone tomorrow, and like as well maybe the start on the storage facility and such. I would like to get it done in like 8 to 9 days or something, like everything, and then I can work on other stuff again, like Sandtech and so on. Like there's a video I have been thinking of, like concerning sand acceleration theory, which I also want to work on. Probably write a filter to analyze the speed sand is falling and that kind of stuff and position, and then we can do some cool, make some cool graphs and discuss those. Yay! Oh well, that's other stuff. So that's kind of what I did this week for Minecraft related. Also some other stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I was just thinking, like, if you load the end with player,
Yes.
but like the end platform that regenerates is in lazy chunks, wouldn't the send like fall through when I noticed that like the crystal is an entity? So well. And
Well,
like
what are you saying?
like if the ender crystal is in lazy chunks, will it still try to blaze the fire?
Well, I would assume no, so I don't think it would work very well. Like
Well,
I
in
think
1.9
that
it would in 1.9 it would work. So in 1.9 you could like
what sense would it work again in 1.9? Because it doesn't regenerate the platform. Yes.
the descent wouldn't fall.
Ah,
it
yeah, so
would
you can
just,
have it
like,
instantly
directly
fall.
go down.
Yeah, I
So,
guess.
so you could make it faster maybe.
Sure. Like, well, 1.9 I think it's gonna be different. Like with that stuff, so it's gonna be completely different anyway. But like, I'm focusing on 1.8 for now. I just like the version more in general. And 1.9 can still be very far
1.9
away.
isn't out yet, so yeah, okay.
I mean,
that's all.
wow. Like now that I figure, it would be kind of impossible for you to like exist in 1.7 since like there's no limestone.
Sure. Like when did I say I was 1.7?
Is so last year.
Yeah, basically.
Rod, do you have anything to link to show your iron farm, or will you make a video about
I
it?
can
or
link
anything?
the latest.
Your entire Twitter feed.
Yeah, like I like post daily progress.
Okay.
Like a picture.
Well,
I'll link to the
I don't
last
even
one.
try to keep up with your Twitter stuff anymore. So
Yeah, I'll link to the last one. From. Well, I'll give you the one from yesterday, enemy, and I'll for the people listening to the podcast on Monday. I'll probably give the one from Sunday.
Okay.
cool.
Okay. Well, that's kind of
I
it
think
for me
there's
as well.
then just one thing left to do.
Which is
Do the outro.
yes. Okay. So today on the outro, I'm going to discuss how I'm currently sending a link to enemy in chats, but I cannot put it in the description show notes. It's very important. So Wouts, Reflex, Iron, Towers, Progress, Dash, add picture here, capitals.
Also
brackets.
today on the outro,
Enemy's
we
gonna talk and hashtag
say
the outro.
say goodbye and hope you enjoyed our 50th episode and had fun celebrating the
Celebrations.
birthday of Minecraft.
Oh yeah, right.
with
We
us,
totally did that.
because we're like so
Minecraft,
happy
yeah.
and celebrating and so on.
Yay.
We'll discuss that
Happy for
probably.
TRQ.
And I don't know how like to end the episode, so maybe Bart you do it.
I can sing
Just
a
say
song.
bye. That's
You can
like
sing Happy
easy.
Birthday, like all
Oh,
of
okay.
us.
Bye.
It's
Oh, no,
actually
wait,
a
wait.
copyrighted song, so
Is
I
it
would
over now?
recommend singing it.
Yes,
it
but
Berg?
that copyright on a song
Oh.
that's like that's stupid because it's just 4 times the same sentence, 3 times the same sentence.
No,
Yes,
like one different
but
sentence.
we don't want to get a copyright strike.
Yeah, but still, it's stupid that there's.
Maybe we can
copyright
sing a
on it.
Dutch song.
Maybe we should let Wout sing so no one can understand it.
Let's
could
sing a
in
Dutch song. Like I don't
Spanish.
even know if this is a song, but I'm just gonna sing it. Minecraft,
See you
een
next
gelukkige
week.
verjaardag. Minecraft, een gelukkige
Goodbye.
verjaardag. Minecraft, een gelukkige verjaardag.